I'm done playing the victim. I'm done coming up with excuses. I'm just done and sick and tired of all the injuries. I'm sick and tired of not doing what I love doing. A lot has changed over the last year. I've taken you on a journey. I was hoping that this year would be really good and I could build on my fitness from the previous years. However, that wasn't in the cards. Injury after injury after injury has plagued me for the rest of the year. I can use this to play the victim card, or I can use this to lift myself up and find a way out of the funk I've been in. I've been struggling with trying to figure out how I can get back into peak shape. And I feel like it's Groundhog Day all over again. The same thoughts, same excuses, the same feeling of like it's never gonna happen. And that was until this week. Wednesday, it hit me that things needed to change. They couldn't continue to go down the road they were going. I kept talking about how I needed to eat better, how I needed to work out, how I needed to build up my strength. I needed to continue to work at building my aerobic base. I needed to get more sleep. All of these things were in my head, and I've been saying it for a while now. To be truthful, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like I had it in me. I didn't feel like I was in control. I felt like I was on autopilot, and the next destination is not something I wanted to experience. I've been to that place before. I've been heavy, overweight, over fat, whatever the heck you want to call it. I've been there and I don't enjoy it. And I am 35 pounds away from getting back to where I was all those years ago. I have tried to start running again and again and again, but I find that each time I come back too much, too fast, too soon, and the cycle of injury is very, very real. This past Sunday, I had to pull myself back from going out for a run. I ran the day before, and I could feel it in my soleus. My calves still tend to be tight. Yes, I work on them all the time, and yes, they are getting better, but they're still tight. And so I have to be very, very aware of my comeback. I have to be very aware that it's going to take more than it's ever taken me before to get back. I've had a lot of stops and starts throughout the year. And guys, it sucks. I can play the victim card all I want. It hasn't been an easy go. But if I don't do something, I'm just going to go right back to where I was. And that's not something I would be proud of, I'd be happy with, or I even want. It starts with me making changes in my fitness, in my life, and the only person that's going to be able to do it is me through hard work. I'm in between appointments. I have to go run before that storm comes, because it's coming, and I think it's going to snow. I'm okay with that, but I got to make my way out to the trail first. There's no more complaining. There's no more denying it. I got to take ownership. Things get stressful in my life. And when I allow the pillars to fall, I end up where I am right now. I don't want to be here. And because I'm here, I'm going through this perpetual cycle of having a hard time to get back out on the road because I'm not being honest with myself. To come back after injuries, you have to do it slowly. You can't just do it all at once. I might not be able to come back and run at first because the chances of shin splints is very, very, very real. I may have to do this a little bit different this time. I may have to lose the weight first. I may have to drop those 30 pounds, those 27 pounds to get to a point where I can run. So how does this look? What does this mean? It means I have to go slow, and I'm gonna walk you through what I'm doing to come back. And it's hard for me to talk about this. It's just my fitness. That's all it is. But it's not the fitness that gets me inside. It's the fact that I've let myself down and revert back so far back that it scares the bejeebuses out of me. It scares me to a point where it's hard to move forward. It's hard to push through that. I find myself in my head coming up with all these other reasons why I can't wake up earlier in the morning, why I can't just get out there and do the work that needs to be done. I come up with these excuses. I pour myself into my work so I don't have to deal with the failures that I'm going through in my head. Guys, I know I'm not a failure. I am a strong human being. I've done a lot of great things. I am just sharing my feelings that go through this little thing here. No more complaining, no more victim shaming, no more of any of that. It's all about just, where the heck am I? And the lies that it tells me. To put it into words, it's hard. To put it into action, it's hard. So for any runner out there who is going through injuries, weight loss plateaus, lack of motivation, you're not alone. I am grateful for everything that I have right now. I am so super grateful. I am so super grateful. Thank goodness I am 100%. But the problem when you're feeling epic is you want to go ahead and do too much too soon. Dave, you got to pay attention. You got to look at yourself in the eyes and say, today I'm going to walk and I'm not going to run. Tomorrow I may run 1 kilometer. I may do a run-walk method to get myself back, and that's okay. Comparing yourself to last week and to last year and to 4 years ago, it doesn't do you any good. You have to focus on where you are today. Today is the day that you take action. Today is the day that you take control. Today is the day that you make a commitment. You make a promise to yourself to be stronger than you were the day before. To get out and do the things that you know that you need to go ahead and do. To be honest with yourself on how you're feeling. To not push yourself too fast, too soon, and get injured again and start the cycle all over again. Today is the day that you say no to all of the sugary treats and to the fatty and salty chips and to all the other processed food that haunts you every single day you leave the house. Today is the day that you take ownership of where you are today. Today is the day that you rise up and take action on doing what it is you said you were going to go ahead and do. Today is the day I forgive myself for all of the damage that I've done to my body over the last while. Today is the day where I start my running comeback, and today is the day that I say no to all of the harmful thoughts that have ran through my head, putting myself down and making me feel like I am less worthy than I am. Depression is real, guys. Anxiety is real. Panic attacks are real. Food plays a big component on how you're feeling. If your gut is a mess, if you're eating the sugar and you're putting that into your body day after day after day, and your gut biome changes, guess what? This thing changes. If the sky outside is gray like it is today, and the other day, and the other day, and the other day, and you're eating like crap,
and your vitamin D's levels are low, you're gonna feel like crap. You're not gonna be feeling, today is the day I stop playing victim to all the things I can't change. The wind may blow, but depends on which way I organize my sails will determine which path of the sea I will travel. These are analogies, but these are real thoughts. These are real feelings. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. And I'm okay with all of that because that's what makes me who I am. But today, I have to put all of those negative thoughts behind me. I have to be kind to myself, and I have to say, you, my friend, can do this. You can take control of your fitness, of your health, and you can start putting yourself first. It's been a while, but you can do this. You can do this too. And if you're still here, if you're still watching, I want to say thank you. I started this YouTube channel so I could be accountable to myself, so I could help other people. So many of you have reached out and posted such kind comments saying how I've inspired you to get out and run. You're coming back after running after so many years being away. You really enjoy the videos, and it blesses my heart. And I say thank you for that. I have neglected a lot to talk about food because food is a trigger for me. Food is one of those things that takes me down a rabbit hole. Sometimes I just don't have the mental capacity to go down. Food is so ingrained in our lives. Sometimes I'm scared to go down that topic and talk about it. So what are you guys struggling with? Anything you guys want to share? It's the comment of the day. What have you been struggling with? What do you need help with? And how can I and our plant-powered community help each other?
The hardest step is the first one. Once you get out the front door, man, like you're surrounded by nature and you always feel better for it. If you do something that you really enjoy, you will continue to do it. It's when it gets hard and you're not enjoying it, that's the time that you just want to quit. But really, just keep going.
Like I always say, get out and do what brings you joy. See you on Thursday. Thanks for being here.